Hello and welcome to this wonderful course of computer networks. And today we are going to discuss uh, a most important or major application of application layer with the name BitTorrent. And initially, we discussed about the application architecture. So, as we discussed earlier as well, that we have two types of in fact, three types of application architectures are there. The first one is application can be created with the help of client-server architecture, or that application is based on client-server architecture. So the first architecture is client-server architecture, and the examples of client-server architecture applications are like HTTP, and or I should say web application is completely based on client-server architecture. In the same way, we have your um, electronic mail is the example of client server architecture, and the second type of architecture is peer-to-peer architecture, in which there's no server, there's no client, or you can say a single node can act as a client, or that can act as a server. And in the third architecture, application architecture, we have hybrid architecture, which is the combination of client server and peer-to-peer architecture. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about peer-to-peer architecture, peer-to-peer architecture's application, that is BitTorrent. So BitTorrent, I hope the popularity of BitTorrent doesn't need any introduction from my side, because it's a very popular and for few period of time, for few days of for a period of time, this particular application was unauthorized as well. And this particular application, BitTorrent, uses peer-to-peer architecture for distributing a particular file among n number of users. So there's no concept of server, there's no concept of client, and with the help of this particular application, you can transfer information, or you can upload or download files among n number of users without using a particular server. So a particular file is divided into 256 KB chunks, and peers, or I should say nodes. Nodes are called peers in this particular application. Peers in torrent send receive file chunks. So the main thing is torrent over here. What is torrent? Peers in torrent send receive files in chunks. Torrent is nothing but it's a group of peers exchanging chunks of a particular file. Let's take example of a movie with the name Bagba, and if uh, n number of users want to download that particular movie from by using peer-to-peer architecture application like BitTorrent. So those n number of users are going to use BitTorrent for downloading that particular movie, not from a particular server, but that movie gets downloaded with the help of n number of different peers available in that particular torrent. So torrent is nothing but it's a group of those peers which are involved in exchanging chunks of a particular file or for a particular movie. As you can see, this is a group of those peers or those nodes which are involved in a particular with a particular file exchange. So we are like we understood this particular torrent. Torrent is nothing but it's a group of peers, and in the same way we have a tracker pair as well, which tracks peers participating in a particular torrent. So this particular tracker is got the information of all the peers available um, in a torrent, which are the part of a particular torrent, and which are used for exchanging information of a particular file. So this tracker has all the information of a particular torrent pairs which are involved in the exchange of a particular file. So when a new user like Alice arrives and this particular user wants to join this particular torrent which is used for downloading or uploading a particular file, let's say with the name with the example that this particular Alice wants to download a particular movie Baghbana from using a BitTorrent facility or using peer-to-peer architecture. So this Alice wants to join this particular torrent. So where will this particular client or Alice gets the information about this torrent from? So this particular client or Alice will try to find out the tracker first, which has information about all the peers involved in this particular torrent. So this particular Alice will try to contact uh, to a particular tracker which has the information about this particular torrent. So this particular client gets the list of all the IP addresses which are involved in exchanging a particular file. As you can see, obtain a list of peers from the tracker. So this list of peer means this particular list is got the IP addresses of all these peers which were involved in the exchange of that particular movie. Once this particular client or Alice gets the list of all the peers involved in that particular torrent, this particular client will try to create TCP connection with some of them, with some of the peers which are involved in the exchange of particular file. As you can see, it is mentioned over here that begin exchanging file chunks with peers in a torrent. So initially this particular Alice doesn't have any chunks about these files, but this Alice will try to get some chunks from these three peers with whom they have uh, contacted. And as you can see, peer joining torrent. Initially Alice doesn't have any chunks, so it has no chunks, but will accumulate them over the time from the other pairs. So once Alice has some chunks, then she will also try to upload those chunks which she downloaded from the other pairs. Some other new user may uh, join this particular torrent, and that particular new user might get the IP address of Alice as well in that particular list of IP addresses which are involved in a distribution of a particular file. Then that particular new user will get some chunks which are available at the Alice as well. So first of all, before getting the list of IP addresses which are involved in a particular torrent from the tracker, this Alice has to register herself with the tracker. So register with tracker to get the list of peers connects to subset of peers or neighbors, because any new user can join this particular torrent with the help of this particular tracker. So this tracker must have IP addresses of all the peers which are involved in this particular file distribution. So Alice has to register with this particular tracker as well, because this particular tracker will keep the IP address of Alice as well in that pool of IP addresses which are involved in a particular torrent. While downloading, peer uploads chunks to the other peers as well. Peer may change peers with whom it exchanges chunks. and pair new, like this particular Alice will contact only four pairs at a time, and those four pairs may change after a period of time. That's why it says pair may come and go. Once pair has entire file, it may selfishly leave the group or remain in a group altruistically. Now, this particular slide is very important from the working point of view, because you will get all the information about the BitTorrent in this particular slide. The first point is requesting chunks. So at any given time, different peers have different subsets of file chunks. It's quite obvious that at a particular time, Alice has some different chunks, and her neighbor or any other pair has some different chunks of that particular file. Then periodically Alice asks each pair for list of chunks that they have, and Alice requests for the missing chunks from the pairs for distributing those rarest chunks which are less distributed among the pairs. So it's a policy of BitTorrent that we need to distribute those rarest chunks which are not available with much of the peers. Then most of the peers always ask their neighbors to get the list of the number of chunks which are available with them, and once they transfer the list of those available chunks with them, then that particular user or pair decides and finds which chunk is the rarest one, and then that particular rarest chunk is requested first to distribute that particular rarest chunk among the users, because then only you can completely download the file. Then there's a policy of tit for tat as well. Alice sends chunks to those four peers currently sending her chunks at highest rate. So Alice sends chunks to only four pairs or four neighbors only. Other pairs are choked by Alice. That means do not receive chunks from her. Other pairs except those four chunks do not receive chunks from Alice. And Alice re-evaluate top four uh, uploaders after every 10 seconds and send or transfer her downloaded chunks to only those four top uploaders who are providing chunks to Alice at a very high speed. So that is why Alice is uploading chunks to only those four top uploaders which are providing chunks to Alice at a very high speed. So Alice re-evaluate those four chunks after every 10 seconds, and after every 30 seconds randomly select another pair and start sending chunks. Okay, let's understand this particular concept of every 30 second. Again, Alice has four chunks. Alice is providing data to those four chunks which are providing data at a very high rate to the Alice, and Alice is also providing data to them. Then Alice chooses a randomly a neighbor without calculating its uploading or downloading speed, and provide data to that particular node with full capacity. Then Alice may find herself in the top four uploaders of that particular chunk which is chosen by Alice randomly. So that particular chunk is called optimistically unchoked pair for that particular node, which is Alice. So that is how a newly chosen pair may join the top four uploader. So that is how BitTorrent works. It has some policies like rarest first, tit for tat, optimistically unchoked, which is the fifth one, which is randomly chosen by a particular pair, and that particular pair provides data to that randomly chosen chunk with the full capacity, and that chunk might find itself in the top four uploader of that chunk, and then that particular chunk will also provide data with the full capacity. So that is how this BitTorrent works. So here you can see tit for tat and Alice optimistically unchoked Bob. So Bob is not providing data to Alice at a full capacity, but after every 30 seconds, Alice chooses a random pair and provide data with a full capacity. So Bob is the chunk which is optimistically unchoked. Which what I mean to say is, except the four top uploaders, all other chunks are choked. And then after every 30 seconds, Alice chooses a random chunk which is optimistically unchoked and provides the data to that optimistically unchoked chunk with a full capacity. And then Alice may becomes one of the Bob's top four providers, and Bob reciprocates with the same. So Bob became one of the Alice top four provider. So that is how it works, and higher upload rate finds better trading partner. Get file faster. So that is how BitTorrent works, and few policies we mentioned over here is rarest first, tit for tat, optimistically unchoked chunks or unchoked chunks. These are the important points about BitTorrent. So that's all about BitTorrent. Thank you for your patience. We'll see you in the next lecture.